Okay, why did I entitle this video You Must Embrace Your Stupid Side? There's a good reason for that. I called 3 trades today in our chat room. I'm going to go over those, and the third trade will make it pretty clear why I titled the video what I did. Now, I don't usually play these low volume Chinese stocks, but SCEI had a nice gap up after a red day. Okay, sellers coming in, and you might have had some shorts trapped. I never did do the legwork and check how many shorts are in this stock. But anytime you get a pattern where it's selling off and the next day you get a gap up, and the relative volume this morning was massive on it. Okay, so let's go to 5-minute candles and show you why I call it. It's nicely over the 200-day moving average as well. Okay, so it gapped up, washed out the early buyers, and had a nice little tight base here between 170 and 175. I made the call in the chat room, SCEI 176. Worst case stop 169. Not too bad, 7 cents risk, and really within about 10 minutes it was through the high of the day and off to the races, and ended up, I mean, just crazy short squeeze there, or a combination of that and new buyers, whatever. Went to 228, and that is a 29% move higher at its height at the top of the move today from our entry. Pretty darn good for one trade. Another trade I called PCS, and I'll show you why. PCS, let me take today's candle out of it. We had this on bounce watch, okay? 3 big down days in a row to a rising moving average. I mean, just been decimated the last few days. You got to throw something like that on watch. Switching to 5-minute candles, it was just staying in a nice narrow range. Seemed like it was done going down. Incidentally, I have a nice potential bounce watch similar to this on bounce watch for Friday's trading. We'll see how that works out. But anyway, this was grinding lower, but really kind of hanging on. I called it at 1024 if it got there, and boom, right there it got there. I said low of day stop, which was a dime below, 1014, and it got through the high of the day and just kept grinding and closed near its high. So got that bounce, and pretty nice move, all things considered. 67 cents at the top from our entry on a dime risk. So another real nice one. And then here is how I have to learn to embrace when I say learn to embrace your stupid side. LNG was on watch. Okay, nice gap up the other day, and 3 days down in a row to a rising moving average again. So I threw it on bounce watch. What's the entry? It was trailing along, and Chad, at one point the market was selling off pretty hard, and LNG had great relative strength. So in the chat room, I said I'm taking it at 1533, which it came in right there. Worst case stop 1523. Okay, dime risk. Now keep in mind I'm doing well. PCS was working at the time. SCEI I was way up. Okay, so here's my stupidity. Here's my stupid attempt at logic. When this moved up, I think, yeah, took out the high of the day. I didn't take any off the table, and when it started to come back down, I'm doing well in other stocks. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to move my stop up to 1533 where I bought it, so I have a can't lose trade. You ready for this? You're gonna love this. See that right there? Let me get my drawing tool to make sure everyone can see it. This little tail right here was just where it took me out, and you can already envision the rest of the chart, right? Off to the races. So I called LNG for our chat room members, 1533, stop at 1523. Never came close to stopping out, but I made nothing on that. $1.40 a share in our favor, 10 cents risk. Didn't make a dime. Again, I still had a good day between the other two, and those were the only 3 trades I called today. I'm not calling a lot, still trying to figure this market out, but playing the low risk stuff. But when I say embrace your stupid side, I mean, yeah, of course I'm trying to be a little bit funny and all that, but there is something to that, and I tell this to our members all the time. Maybe one time, if you trade for an entire lifetime, maybe one time in your entire trading career, you'll say, I just did the perfect trade. Okay, some people might come back and say, oh no, I do the perfect trade all the time, and maybe there's some geniuses out there, but or I had the perfect day is a better way of putting it. You cannot day trade unless you learn to embrace your stupid side, because unlike other careers, and there are other careers, athletes and such have to deal with this too, but there's almost never a day, even if you have $2,000 day in your favor, there's never a day at the end of the day where you can't look back and say, man, am I stupid? Look what I did here. I could have done so much better. So if you can't learn to do that, and really I'm the butt of some jokes in our chat room. We have a MOPI trade, they call it, MOPI. because I keep such tight stops, or I'll kill something if it comes back to my entry. MOPI stands for Mike's Out, Pile In, because I'm such a defensive trader that there's often times I'll kill something flat and it'll end up moving, and I never found a way back in because I'm off doing something else or whatever. So you actually have to kind of be lighthearted about it. Don't take yourself so seriously. You're never going to have the perfect day. So if you can learn to embrace that, and just be happy with the good trades you made, learn from the bad trades and learn from the good trades, you'll do much better trading, knowing that you want to be in it for the long haul. Okay, so if you're going to trade for the rest of your life, as dumb as it sounds, embrace your stupid side.